Hello, beautiful one. Hello, hello. I would love to connect a little deeper with you with some comments and questions that have come in. Reference a video I titled, Are You Channeling or Remembering? And just allowing ourselves to begin to expand our understanding of those words and the fact that we are moving into higher spaces of our consciousnesses, and we are then understanding and hearing ourselves and our thoughts at a new level of that conscious space of us. And it can come in and come across as some new idea when really it is your own remembrance, your own truth. So I would love to look at some of these comments with you guys and share a little bit. So let's start here and let's see. So Awakened Hearts with Angela, she commented, thank you for bringing this understanding forward. It was truly enlightening. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Divine One. Angela is a special sister of mine in the Acasma Quantum Energy family. If you don't already follow her, she has a YouTube channel here as well. The Majestic Lioness, another Acasma Quantum Energy, beautiful daughter of light. She is a master teacher now of Acasma Quantum Energy, level 1, and she has been with me for quite some time. So the Majestic Lioness says, thank you for gifting your clients, students, and followers all the power, helping us to remember who we are, gifting us the freedom of no attachment to the old ways of being, looking forward to the higher dimensional words we can utilize in these spaces. Thank you for assisting us to expand into the next spaces of us. Thank you for sharing your love, wisdom, and gifts here. I love being a witness to the light beings coming into your sacred space, especially the feathers and large orbs that are only seen digitally and not in your physical space. I love that too. Isn't that fascinating? So, so beautiful. So thank you, Majestic Lioness, for taking the time to share that love with me and our family here on YouTube. And she also has a page here on YouTube. You may wish to go check her page out as well. Both of these women, Awakened Hearts with Angela and Majestic Lioness, are both in our Acasma family of light. They both have taken my courses and are completely attuned and activated to the Acasma Quantum Energy I spoke of in the last video. Emily, let's see, this is Emily, the lizard lover. I love that. How fun. I hope one day she realizes those are not beings of light. Oh, Emily, that's sad, but it's okay. Perception is reality, and that is an understanding that you are aligning with. And with complete compassion and love, I see you and I send you love. Truly, truly love to you. Okay. Oh, beautiful Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. Look at Sandra writing in and handling a space where there was some density. Thank you, Sandra. Sandra wrote in reply to that and said, every moment we are interpreting our experience based on a unique filter created by and for yourself. This is why I sense power, truth, and healing from her. What memory is bubbling up for you about God that was convoluted? Lean into your fear and see the world as it is, constant. It changes as you change. The world will begin to make sense once words match feelings, match action, that which we see, that which we are. That is beautiful, Sandra. Thank you for sharing that. That was very kind of you to make that connection here and share that here. Truly, truly grateful. And again, we come from love. Not all see from the same vantage point, and that's okay. That's the beauty of our family of light. There isn't judgment. There is only love. So as long as all are kind, right? If some are not kind, then we will nicely stand in our truth and say, please move along. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, there was another comment by Emily, and she said this was exactly Doreen's virtue way of thinking before she became a true Christian for 58 years. Yes, I was a Christian. I was an ordained minister of the word for about 40 some years of my life. So I know that space very, very well. I did not pray to angels. I have never prayed to anyone but God space. To God, I've prayed to Jesus, but I've never prayed to angels. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You can pray to whoever you want. And I'll tell you, in my humble opinion, it's all names and labels placed by humans. There is so much more to the experience of consciousness than earth. There is so much more to the experience of one's being, one's eternal being, than earth and this now line. So we get a little too much in our heads when we get really caught up on labels. God is too big to be boxed. God is too vast to be labeled as one thing and can only be reached in one way. To me, that does not hold an alignment of clarity or coherence or sense. So, but I mean that with love, and all have the right to believe and follow the path they feel will lead them to the place that they are going for their highest good. And guess what? It will. Perception is reality. It's all energy. So all of these labels and placements of titles and belief structures is all just it is all beneficial, but only to those that believe them. So one person's belief will not work for another person if they don't believe it. And their belief that they hold, even though it's different than this one's going to work perfectly for them because it's their belief. So everyone is a creator in their own life based on their own energy and alignment. And that is the truth of God and sovereignty. That is what Jesus Christ spoke of. That it is within the being. The kingdom of heaven is within. There is no separation. When thine eye be light, thy whole body be light. So that is really a powerful understanding to allow ourselves to anchor, that this compartmentalizing, this separation, this saying this one's right and this one's wrong and there's only this way, that it is very divisive and low vibrational consciousness. So that consciousness, that space that is in that mindset is just not moving at the same rate as the consciousness that is in the space of more flow, less form, less attachment, less judgment, more open flow. So, and there's no judgment. They're all just spaces of consciousness, and they're all just different increments of vibration. And each consciousness must experience each space of itself as it needs to in order for it to expand. It's just the way the system is set up. And it is a grand and divine system. Absolutely. So, okay, let's look on here. Phoenix 999 says, love your meditations. I feel it. Thank you, Divine One. Thank you. Love Light Shining. They say, I can absolutely understand and relate with every single word spoken by you, Divine Way Shower. Thank you. Thank you so much for this beautiful healing message of absolute light, infinite eternal blessing of light and gratitude and love beyond measure and forevermore. Namaste. Thank you, Holy One. Thank you. T. Colin says, every session I am thankful, more empowered and enlightened as a divine God, Christ, spark regaled with oneness in being. Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you, Divine One. Auntie D. Hi, Andrea. I watched yesterday's video and wondered if you were channeling since your energy felt different. I felt it again at the first part of this video as well. So I so appreciate your explanation. Thanks. And I did go on in this thread here and explain a little bit of what was happening, but it is the epitome of what the video is about. So if one is going to use the word channeling, but one is speaking their own higher knowing, then they need to just add on to the sentence, I'm channeling myself. I'm channeling my higher knowing. I'm channeling my higher self. But most of the time, the word channeling is considered as if someone is connecting with something outside of themselves and bringing it through. So that's why I say when we do understand our wholeness is in a new space of itself consciously, and that we are, yes, energetically in certain spaces tapping in deeper than we ever have before. And that is when you will hear my voice change and you will notice my resonance. Yes, my presence will begin to change. And that is me, my being, my whole being, moving into that higher vibrational space of itself. So it will look as if I may be bringing in something outside of me, but because it is my own inner knowing, I am speaking my own inner knowing. I am conveying that higher space of connectivity, if you will, through my being. My breath changes, my posture changes, but it is my higher vibration making that change. So that it is a very interesting space. It is a very interesting space. And we are navigating it with such grace as we open ourselves up to understand more and more. So thank you, Auntie D. Thank you, Auntie D. I love when you reach out. You have such a beautiful heart and you have been with me quite some time. So thank you for sharing your love here. Truly, truly grateful. All right, beautiful one. Let's see what this other one. Okay, this is from H. Jenkins. She says, thank you. Thank you, Divine One. Blessings upon you, Holy One. So I want to thank each and every one of you who commented here. I think I've read everyone from the thread here. But that was on the Are You Channeling or Remembering video. And thank you to each and every one of you for what you shared, whether it was a reply of love or whether it was bringing in a deeper understanding or an experience that you had. I am deeply, deeply grateful. So thank you all, every one of you. Every reply and comment allows us to hold space to expand further in our knowing of our truth. And that truth is always ever expanding. So unending blessings upon you, Divine One. Unending.